Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. I'm dumbfounded. I'm lost for words. So I'll keep it short and sweet, I promise. I won't ramble on for too long. But I would like to, one, talk about a little bit about my time at the sales here, and to thank the faculty and staff that really put all their time and effort and their careers into young men in sales, including myself. So again, thank you so much for having me here tonight. I actually haven't been back to sales physically since I graduated in 2016. I was actually talking to Coach Barney. I was like, what happened to the time? It's been 8 years. Yes, I'm 26. I know it's not a lot of time in the big picture, but I blink and I was 18 and I was a senior, and I figured, life would still be going slow after 18, but no, it does not. It speeds up and it's only getting faster. So I'm very, very happy to be here. So like I said, I graduated in 2016, but the skills I gained through the sales allowed me to grow foundational skills throughout my life so far. The sales has allowed me to be successful every day. The discipline, classroom lessons, football practices that I don't necessarily miss. I do in a way, right? I like to hit people. People like to hit me. But and of course, living the fourth day that you learn on senior retreat. I'm sure that, of course, that is still taught to this day at the sales of living the fourth day, which means living every day the best you can for Jesus Christ for every day of your life. Putting God first. And that has been a crucial part of my success, as well as the success of my business. I actually transferred to sales halfway through my sophomore year, looking for more connection to my school community. And what I found was that and so much more. I used to walk through the halls and I would see this upstairs, and of course it's still there, is St. Francis of Sales, be who you are and be that well. And I used to see that every single day, sunk into the subconscious. And I still think of that. Now, do I live up to it every day? No, but I try my best. So I really try to give. I've worked very hard the last 11, 12 years working my business, but it was because of the sales. I think, and of course other factors as well, family, friends. You can't do this alone. You can't do life alone. You can't go on adventures and start businesses and become doctors and surgeons without others. You have to have people around you. And what makes sales special is that they surround you with people that are focused on, one, holding you accountable, two, instilling discipline in you, and three, trying their best to set you up for success. And of course, they can't carry you. You have to meet them halfway, right? Of course, I'll start to, bear with me, I am going to go through some people I would like to thank. And these are people that are the best versions of themselves. They are who they are. They be that. They be who they are, and they be that well. I would like to thank Suzanne Barnett. She was our principal at the time when I came here in 2014. She was actually the first person that gave me a big opportunity as far as getting notoriety in local media. She called me to her office, and I thought I was in trouble. I mean, I hadn't done anything, but I thought I was in trouble. I don't know. It's kind of spooky when the principal calls you down. When you're 15 and you're brand new to a school, so you're like, oh boy. But she was like, I heard that you own a business. So not only was it Suzanne Barnett, it was others as well. But somehow we reached the grapevine. It wasn't like I knew what marketing was. But she heard about Big Mike's and asked me about it, and she recommended me Louisville Magazine. And from there, really the ball started to roll. I was in Louisville Magazine along with some other young people at that time, and that was huge. Dr. Anastasia Quirk is now the principal. At the time, she was the assistant principal. She helped me grow as a young man and helped me get acclimated to sales, because I was very scared when I got there. I wouldn't admit it then, but of course I know problem admitting that now. And she helped me develop skills to overcome challenges that would allow me to focus in the classroom, right? Blocking out outside noise. Ms. Quirk helped me with that, and she has open door policy and was always, still does, lets any young member, student with the sales come into her classroom to talk to her or into her office, and she did that for me. Bill Moore. Bill Moore, he's retired now, and unfortunately I do not know how long he has been retired, but he has been retired. He would teach us the lessons of life, the good and the bad and the ugly, but also not to take the bright moments in life for granted. Moments like these, right, tonight where we're all together, not taking even the bad moments for granted, that every moment means something, and to be gracious and grateful for every day that we wake up and we have the ability to go do what we do. And, he prepared us for a lot of things in ways that at the time I was like, man, no, nobody's listening to you. You're an old guy, you're talking. Because you're 16, 17 years old, you're not hearing anybody. But everything he told us about life and the things that will come for you and the things that happen to you, good and bad, they have happened. Or they're soon to happen. And it's like the guy that had a crystal ball and could see into the future, because it was so accurate. But I'm so grateful for him, because I think about him in times of success and in times of adversity. Coach Cataldo was also another teacher that I had when I first came into the sales. I was in his American history as a civics class. We actually wrote a lot in that class. We had to read a lot and we had to write a lot. And Coach Cataldo really helped me hone my writing skills. He does not let you get by with mediocrity. He holds you to the highest standards, either you like it or not. And I couldn't be more grateful for that, because that has helped me, in my higher education and going to undergrad at the University of Kentucky. Because they uphold standards, and think about the difference between there and here. People obviously care at the University of Kentucky, but there's 30-something thousand students. So unfortunately, not everybody can get the same treatment. Coach Cataldo put work into every single student and making them better writers, better students, along with all the other teachers as well. But that gave me a tactical advantage in my education at the University of Kentucky. It's made me a disciplined writer. It's made me a better writer, and I could not be more grateful for that. Coach Tom McIntyre. Coach Mac. He's retiring at the end of this year right here. But at the same time, he said he's going to be retiring every year since the year 2016. This guy's been around since the 70s. I know that at my shop, I have older alumni come by and we get to talking, and I said, well, I was here 2016. And he said, oh, I was here 1980, you're young, whatever. But did you have Coach Mac? Yes, I did. I had Coach Mac too. Is he still there? As far as I know, sir, he's still there. So congratulations to Mrs. and Mr. Tom McAnally on a successful career as well. And he does actually retire. But he helped us, balance all perspectives in life, both politically, religiously. Try to see angles from all ends, see people's perspectives. Why do they think that way, right? Why do they, put yourself in their shoes? And that helped me balance things. And one helped actually become more open-minded as I've grown up, become a young adult. Try to see things from all angles. Why do people think a certain way? He made us think intuitively, and to think within, and to try to stretch our perspectives. Coach Davis. Coach Davis is our football coach. Unfortunately, forgive me, I can't remember the last year he coached. I know it was recent. He took Bellarmine's football team. Coach Davis wasn't a coach to yell and scream and cuss and go crazy. But he was, at the same time, one of the greatest motivators I've ever been around. He was cool under pressure. He's an ex-firefighter as well, Louisville Fire. So that's probably where I came from. He taught us to work together, love each other, fight for diversity. And he led our school to 2 state championships back-to-back, one of which I got to be a part of. And I don't like to say that I was a crucial part because I was there and I supported my guys, but you know, we had some really good players on that team. And so, but anyway, Coach Davis really helped with fighting for diversity as well, and I couldn't be more grateful. And then there's my old biology teacher, Alicia Hawkins. Miss Hawkins actually, I thought it was a joke at first. My senior year, she was like, "You should run a marathon. You should run a marathon." This is the time I weighed a lot less, right? So you can believe that I ran marathons. But she was like, "You should try and run a marathon. Push yourself. See what you can do." Okay, all right. Well, let's see what we got. Well, a few months later, I ran my first marathon at age 18. I cried all the way to the finish line from miles 25 to 26.2. Yeah, that your whole body turns to glass. That's not a good time. But you know, I learned a lot about myself. You learn a lot during marathons. You learn a lot on how much you can take and keep going. Which I also believe that falls back into DeSale's core values is being successful no matter the adversity. And then since that marathon, I ran 2 more, and then I don't really run anymore, as you can see. And then a few more, and I promise I'm done. Chad Bader, at the time he was my religious teacher, theology teacher. I think he does vocational work, well not vocational work, I'm sorry, young people's mentorship at St. Martha and some other schools. Chad Bader really taught us about obviously God, but getting in touch with, really looking within ourselves to find what God means to us as individuals. And of course, led us in senior retreat, and of course the other retreats, junior retreat, etc. But that's where I learned about the 4th day. And after that 3rd or 4th day at senior retreat, and being completely disconnected from the world because you can't have phones or anything like that, you take time to meditate, take time to take actual inventory. It's the first time in my life I took actual inventory of myself. And that is something that is beautiful that I don't think any other school can match, because DeSales has got it down when it comes to senior retreats. They really allow you to get in touch with your spirit and to really try to, what's the word I'm looking for? Really just come in contact and to slow down a little bit in life. And I couldn't be more grateful for Chad Baker. Mr. Holiday / Miss Strong. Miss Strong I had briefly. She was my chemistry teacher. She was an ex-Army, I don't want to say ranger, but she was in the military, and she was worked with chemical weapons in the Army. Very, very bright. She was very strong, but she would hold you accountable as well. And she would always get in trouble. She would make you, do scissor kicks on the floor after school if you weren't doing what you're supposed to do, right? And I probably got caught doing that a few times, talking when I wasn't supposed to. But she pushed me to challenge myself educationally in science and chemistry, and push towards maybe going after maybe AP physics courses. She was somebody that tried really, along with every single teacher at DeSales, of course, but really pushed her students to make them better, either they wanted to or not. Mr. Holiday as well. I became ill my junior year of high school and was out for a few months. And when I came back, he was there. He was there for me, and he was somebody that helped me catch up and get ready for college, because I had missed a couple crucial months in the middle of my junior year, starting to go into my senior year. And Mr. Holiday is also retired, but he's also ex-military. He served in Vietnam. We always were fascinated by him as a kid. He was a very mysterious man, and very funny. But anyway, those are all the people I could think of. I really influenced me through sales, and I know it influenced all of us. And I try to speak for a lot of my guys and a lot of my friends I still keep in contact with in my graduated class. You know, I just couldn't be more grateful. And so thank you so much, and thank you so much for allowing me to be who I am and to be that well. Thank you guys so much.